Good morning, everyone. It's Muriel. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on today and share with you a tutorial basically showing you how I made the gift card holders. I showed these last week. I made them. They are the perfect gift, last minute gift. If you did not buy someone something, you can just give them a gift card. And I made these and someone asked for the dimensions of them. So I just thought I would come on and show how I made them. So what you're going to need is some cut aparts. And these cut aparts come in almost every 12 by 12 paper collection. It's just a bunch of them, and they measure 3 by 4. So the only thing I do with them is I trim them to make sure that there's no white from the connecting image on the page. So it comes to a standard 3 by 4 size. And then for your inner and your back, you're going to need two I call them designer pieces, and these are just scraps that I'm using, but you can make them look different or you can make them look alike. Like mine, the candy stripe is on this side, the candy stripe is on that side. So these measure 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So they're just a 1/4 inch bigger on each side. Okay, so this is 3 by 4. These are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. You're going to also need, because the paper is not as sturdy as I would like, I put this is just white cardstock, maybe a chipboard piece between these two to give the base some thickness, some solidness, right? Because in here there is a chipboard piece and it's a little heavy duty. Right? So when the card goes in, the paper doesn't bend and get wobbly. So you have your cut apart, you have your two pattern papers, and then you have that piece that's just going to go in the middle, whether it's going to be chipboard or some heavy duty cardstock. And then, of course, you're going to need a gift card, right? So the first thing I do is I get my cut apart and I look at it and determine where I'm going to make the cut at. The cut is the opening for placing the gift card in. With this one here, it was obvious to have the image look like be landscape, and then the top of it be the opening. With this one here, I think the top of the card would be the appropriate place to put the opening. So what I do is I grab a punch. This one happens to be a scallop, or not scallop, oval. And I'm just going to cut a little opening out. And you've probably done this before. I'm just going to try to get it as centered as possible. There we go. Okay, so when you put that up against your paper, there's the opening where the card is going to go. So the next thing, okay, after you've done that, the next thing you want to do is, if you want to sew your cut apart to that top paper, this would be the time. You can see I did it on this one here. I just did a stitch, took it downstairs to the sewing machine and stitched it around those 3 sides. Again, if it's glued, it may interfere with the card going in and out. But once it's sewn, it's not moving. So you take this downstairs and you, what I normally do is I just put a little glue or a little stickiness at the bottom, right? Just a little. And that's enough to hold it in place. So when you get it to your sewing machine, it's not moving, right? And then with this one here, I would stitch along that left side down, across, and back up. If you're not going to sew it, then this would be the time to glue the edges. Okay, glue those edges down, give them time, let them set, and then you move on to your next step. So your next step would be to glue your chipboard piece or whatever you're going to use to the back of that. So let's go ahead and do that. This one is a mock one. I do have one I'll show you that I've that I've kind of sewed, and we can take that from there. So you're going to glue that right down. This happens to be the exact size, 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay. So now I'm going to switch to the one that I am working on. Here is one that I'm working on. Let me cut the thread off. My sewing machine is downstairs. I don't have it up here, so I took it down and I sewed. Close these edges off. Okay, so there's my cut apart, the fa la la, and there's my back piece. It happens to be double-sided paper, but that's okay. And the only thing I did was stitched around the outside area. Okay, now this is where I'm going to take my the piece I want that's measured 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 and glue it to the back. And I thought I had one already done, but I guess not. So we'll use this piece, or actually I have some strips, and I just basically use strips of cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to go in here with the 4 1/4. And I think this is shy of oh, it's 3 1/4. Okay, so let's just, yeah, it's perfect. Okay, so this is what we're going to glue down to the back of the gift card holder. Again, this is just to give it some heaviness. Okay, let's get this on here. Okay, where's my favorite tool in the whole wide world? So on this cut apart, I didn't have to do too much to it in terms of decorating. The only thing I did was add the red gems to these hollies, and that was that. Okay, so you have that piece on here. Then you're going to put your backing, and I think I determined that I'm going to use that for the backing. That's part of the collection. This collection is Jingle All the Way. I've had it for several years. I've done a lot of things with it, but I thought I would pull it out because I have a couple of pieces and some ephemera and some chipboard pieces left. So I want to, again, use things from my stash. So let's go ahead and get some glue on the back of this. I'm doing this because someone emailed and she wanted the dimensions of every piece. So I just thought, let me just show you. That'll be better. And when I can, I like to, I don't know why I didn't on this one. It must have been a UFC fight night, and I was rushing to get to watch the TV show. So let me glue that down. And I like it good glue because you have just a few seconds to set up, right? So there you go. And your gift card will just go in there just as easy as pie. Now, the back side of these, the ones that I made, I didn't do anything, and someone suggested that I put a to and from. So I listened to what you tell me, and I found a ornament from this collection, and I just took a stamp and stamped the to and from. So let's get that on the back. A lot of the ephemera pieces from this collection are huge. They're not a lot of tiny ones, and they all have images on them, so they're not blank. So that will go like that. Okay, and then what I did was, just to juice it up a bit, I put a charm in the corner here. So let's get our hole puncher or a crocodile and cut a small hole here in the corner so we can put a charm dangle. Come on, let go. Okay, I have an eyelet, a small tiny eyelet. I'm gonna put in here. I think this is red. It looked red. Okay, and let's go ahead and there we go. And I know this is a gift card holder and they're probably going to throw it away, but you know, my presentation, I just can't help myself. So I have a jump ring. I'm going to open this up. And I have a candy cane that I'm going to use. And put that like so. And then close her up. And we are good to go. Oh, goodness. See if I had the other tool, it would work perfect. But there we go. Okay. There we go. And that's all to the gift card holder and how it is made. If you want, you can add stuff in the blank spot. You can put flowers. I didn't think flowers would do. I thought the image of the hollies was perfect. So then this one is ready to be placed in a plastic sleeve and given to whomever with the card inside. So I hope that helps you in creating some of these. They're fun to make. Definitely using scrap papers. I have a bunch I noticed in my stash of this type of pattern paper. It's all winter theme. It's not kind of Christmas theme, but it would be great for those birthdays that are in January. I mean, we're still in the winter, right? And you can still give this type of celebratory holiday looking gift card holder to that person. So I hope this helps you guys. Thank you so much. And until my next video, I know I'll probably be doing one more next week just to sum up my Christmas in July tag series. I think I did well. I do want to make a few more during the year, and I probably will. And I'll probably make a few more of the same tags that I have, because I only made like 6 of some and then I made 10 of another. So that's a thought in my head to do as well. So thank you for watching and do have a great day. Bye now.